Pisces, this is Kay, and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. I'm like chomping at the bits. I'm so excited about doing this reading. I don't know why. I'm just excited. So Pisces, let's begin. And please like and subscribe if you feel so drawn to doing so, especially if this reading resonates with you. But I hope you're doing well, and I'm, like I said, really excited about getting going on this. We have got devotion. Woohoo! Number 30, devotion. 30 is a 3. 3 is communication to me. Some people say it's change. I figure it's communication. I don't know, something to do with Mercury, I think. I'm not sure. But 5 to me is change. Alright, let's find out about the Lenormand. What do we have to say? This guy wants to come out. Birds, there's communication right there. How could I have known? How could I possibly have known? You know, Archangel Michael, I just love Archangel Michael. I just love Archangel Michael because he brings it all together. These cards that come out, they're being pulled by him. They're not being pulled by me. Okay, and we got the Empress. I mean, what better card? Perfect. Okay, some kind of devotion. Could be spiritual devotion that you're receiving communication about, that you're, you know, spiritual evolution where you're growing and evolving into all 4 queens of the deck, Pisces, because you're a very spiritual sign, right? Look at that, death and transformation. Wow, that devotion. Somehow devoted, or, you know, someone's devoted to you, or you're devoted to someone. Let's learn more. That's about as much as I can say at this moment. Because really, it can go in, well, I mean, we just need more information, right? Because it's no fun if we don't have any more information. This is all we've got. It'd be like a very short reading. Thank goodness for tarot. Okay, what do we have to say, Archangel Michael? The Emperor! Oh my God, this is beautiful. We got the Empress and the Emperor with death. Between you, death and major transformation. Wow! So this is either you blending your energies, you know, becoming balanced in both the feminine and the masculine, the highest evolved entity or energy in the tarot, right? Both ends, Empress and Emperor. But it's meeting your balance now, or the devotion is that this is like a twin flaming thing deal for you, where you're going to be receiving some information from somebody who's very devoted to you, and they are the Emperor, and you're their Empress. And, yeah. Also, guys, what I'm seeing here, that Archangel Michael pointed out, is that there's also a woman and a man who are married. Because, you know, this can also mean, on top of the fact that it's an evolved Empress, an evolved Emperor, like evolved queens, the queens, all 4 queens and all 4 kings, is that this is a man, a woman and a man who are married, and that they're seeking to end the marriage. So if there's somebody that you would really like to see being devoted to you, just know that, and this is only going to be for 1 or 2 of you. I think the major reading is going to be about this is you and this is them, or vice versa. You know, it doesn't matter. Like I always say, this is just energies. It's not gender. Okay? So I could be talking to a Pisces man right now, and you're in the Empress energy. And there's somebody that's in the Emperor energy that is really gung-ho on wanting to be with you. Yeah. But if this isn't it, that's a woman and a man married, and they're putting an end to their marriage. They're ending it. Yep. Or they are ending the discord between them to try and either A, go their separate ways, or B, try and make it work. Let's see. 9 of Swords. Well, that's about losing sleep at night. A lot of stress. 6 of Wands. There's victory and success. Or is that ego? I see the Moon. Victory and success and things not being clear. Let's keep going. The Star, a wish being fulfilled. The Four of Swords, taking respite time to try and heal and to try, taking time to think things over. Page of Wands, that's brand new communication, it's brand new page, it's exciting news, or it's an argument with somebody. The Magician, well, we know the Magician is all about manifesting because they have everything they need to manifest something into form. Death, wow, this is a big thing. So death and transformation, there's big change coming. Big change, because it's coming out twice. Alright, big change. King of Pentacles, wow, somebody who's committed to somebody. If it's not you, the Devil. Interestingly enough, the Hangman. Devil and the Hangman. Ace of Wands, there's an ace of the Divine is offering you some inspiration to start something new. The Fool, to start something new. Six of Cups, something that's been going on for a long time or something from the past. Seven of Pentacles, again, looking at the past to see how to go forward in the future. Knight of Swords, and that is about like going towards your truth. Like the fastest energy in the tarot is the Knight of Swords, and they are flying. Like the horse barely touches the ground. They're flying towards you with their truth to tell you that they don't want you to keep them out in the cold. They want to end the energy between you that has been kind of keeping the two of you apart. Yeah, keeping the two of you apart. Yeah, where each other's feeling like they're on the outside looking in and the other person doesn't care enough about them. Okay, so devotion. Someone wants to communicate a form of, something, say something that tells you they're devoted to you, or they're devoted to this relationship, this connection. Yeah. Wow. So this is what I'm getting, guys. I'm getting that it's like, I feel like it's for both scenarios that both scenarios that this is a woman and a man married who are trying to find a way to end the energy of either the discord between you, or to end the discord between you to either go your separate ways, or to end the discord between you to stay together, try to make it work out. Or this is you and this person who is your twin flame. Twin flame, Six of Cups is somebody like they are past life, that you have had many relationships with them past life-wise. Okay, so I would have to say I'm feeling it's both, really. I mean, it's both that you're this twin flame, okay, that it's both twin flame and but it's also both of the other, where the two of you are in discord and needing to go the other way. I really feel like it's more like the two of you are in discord as married couple, okay, and you're trying to find a way to be able to reconnect. And it all starts with communication, right? Devotion. The kind of communication says, I'm devoted to our marriage. I'm devoted to my twin flame. Okay? So it might not be, the two of you might already know that you're twin flames. You're a twin flame counterpart to each other. And the death and transformation would be the two of you, because with twin flame journeys, right? The two of you have met at some point in time where neither one of you were really ready to stay, to to stay with each other and go the distance at that time. You actually had to come together in order for you to know that each other existed on the planet at this time, same time. Because otherwise, we have many lifetimes where our twin flame is in a different lifetime than this one, so we don't meet them. But you come together to realize that you've got somebody that you feel is so much like you just have so much of a connection that you just feel like there's something way more special to this connection than any other connection you've ever had. And it gives you time when you first meet and feeling like you're so connected, but then things go awry and someone's leaving someone doesn't tell somebody something, and someone, is either married and they were pretending to be not married, and, the whole horror story of why the two of you end up not being together comes along. But in that time between the two of you being separate, the two of you still have in your heart each other. Like, you can't, twin flames, you can't get rid of it. You can't get rid of the connection. It's there. The person knows it. Generally, the divine masculine, the emperor, he's the one who's trying to run away. He's usually the runner. The female is the chaser. But during that time, the female comes to realize that it doesn't matter how much you hate that they did what they did when they did it, you still can't stop thinking about them. You still have a pining heart. There's still pinging in your heart for them. That's an indication you've got a twin flame. It's only one indication. You need more than that. But in any case, you are like trying to get on with your life, and you're doing your best. You get on with your life. You maybe meet somebody else, and you're in a relationship with someone else, and they're doing the same. But the two of you somehow cross each other's path, maybe every now and again, or finally. But it gives you that time to realize that this must be, maybe we're on a twin flame journey together. Maybe not together, right? But at some point, the two of you are going to come back together in the future after you both have had the opportunity to grow and evolve into the Empress and the Emperor energy. You have to grow. That whole idea that hurts you so bad, that ends up hurting the Emperor, even though they may not act like it at first, it is eventually going to come back around and bite them in the butt, and they're going to be thinking about you, and they're going to be wondering why. Why did they hurt you like that back then? Well, the answer to that is that it had to happen because it was about the major life changes that we go through in order for us to move from rough waters, like the Six of Swords, to the calmer waters in life, right? And so it had to happen that the two of you needed time, maybe years, to grow and realize who your heart is really pining for. And it usually takes the guy a lot longer than the woman. Generally, just saying. Okay, so if this is not a twin flame journey for you, Pisces, right now, if you don't have somebody like that in your life, that you're actually married to somebody and there's a lot of discord, and we're going to go that way instead of talking about it as a twin flame journey. You're having some discord with your husband, or it's the other way around. Okay, if Pisces, if you're the Emperor. But let's go with the Pisces being the Empress. You just switch it out how it works for you if you're the male, the actual Emperor. But in any case, the Empress, you're the Empress, and you're, the two of you and your husband have been arguing and not getting along. It's been a lot of discord, conflict between the two of you. It's had you, losing sleep at night. They're losing sleep at night, and so forth and so on. But your wish is to stay together. Really, your wish is, and their wish is to stay together, even though the two of you are not thinking alike right now, not on the same page. But so there's a lot of discord that's been causing the two of you to lose sleep at night, and it's over being, did I talk to you about, or was it Aquarius? I talked about ego. I think it was Aquarius. Yeah, it was. The ego. The Six of Wands can be ego, and it can be victory and success. But in this case, we're looking at ego, because we've got the Nine of Swords and we've got the Moon here on either side of flanking it. So the Moon is like things aren't clear, and the reason why things aren't clear and you're feeling a lot of fear is because you're allowing your fears, which is ego, your fears, which is the Moon as well, to get in the way of trying to find some kind of compensation, some kind of way to collaborate, to come back together, to work together on calming the discord, by solving the discord, even if that means the two of you go to marriage counseling, if that's what you have to do, even if it means the two of you have got to live in separate residences for a while to see how you want to determine if you really want to continue living without that other person in your day-to-day life under the same roof. Okay? But the wish is that it's going to be granted. Number one, it's already granted that the two of you, because you love each other and you want to be in each other's life, even though you might be arguing right now, somebody might have done something that's hurt the other person, right? It is the wish is what's granted is that the two of you just you're going to get back together again. It's going to work out for you, all right? And this Five of Pentacles stuff is going to be solved. The King of Swords, someone's going to come forward. If not, both of you are going to be speaking your truth to each other and like just bearing it all. Like, I'm sorry I did that. It was out of, it was the wrong thing to do. It was the wrong thing to say. Yes, I'm sorry too, and I didn't mean to make you feel like such a jerk, and that kind of stuff, right? So the wish is granted. It's just a matter of you two finally finding a way to successfully clear the fears. Successfully clear the fears. Successfully tame the ego. Because this is an ego card as well. Someone who wants to be recognized, right? The ego wants to be acknowledged, wants to be recognized, wants to be seen as someone really important. That's where those fears come in, because they don't feel it otherwise. In behind closed doors, they don't feel that important. They don't feel like people see them as being a worthy individual. That nobody really pays attention to them in the best way. And so they're feeling lack of self-confidence, self-worthiness, self-esteem. They're feeling lack, and so they have to put on this bravado of behavior, a mask and armor, like I talked about in Aquarius reading. They put on this bravado, like, look at me, look at me, look at me. And that's where the Six of Wands energy is. They ride in on their horse, and everybody's celebrating them, their accomplishments. And that's what they want. They want to be seen in that way, that people are celebrating them, cheering them on. You're the best, you're the greatest. Rah, rah, right? So it's about dispelling the fears, putting them down, calming it, so that particular pathway to your wish can be realized. All right, and it could be both of you needing to do that, but there's a lot of time that needs to be rethunk, right? Some respite time where they or you or both of you had to kind of lay your weary mind down, the Nine of Swords, because you're not sleeping too. It wakes you up at night, or in the middle of the night when you get up to go pee, you're automatically thinking about you and thinking about it, and it's really, really burdening your mind a lot. And so you need to find some time where the two of you can kind of go your separate ways and just be what you need to be without that other person being part of your life in those moments, during those days, whatever. And then you come back together after, you've had a harsh word with each other, possibly, but there's going to be new inspiration. And after the respite time, there's going to be something, a new page where you're going to be feeling more inspired, and because of feeling motivated and inspired, and acknowledging how much you do care for this person, that you might miss them when they're not around, like because you might have put some distance, where they might be living in a motel for a while, or somebody's relative or something like that. But the two of you are going to be able to manifest that the two of you coming back together and trying to sort something out, to find a solution, even if it just says, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I've been such a jerk. I'm sorry and they say, I'm sorry I've been such a butt. But I have a reason for what I did or for what I said. Can we talk about that? And the other one says, yeah, I have a reason for why I said you hurt me, and yeah, we need to talk about this. We need to clear the air, right? We need to clear the air. So there'll be clearing the air here, manifesting a new beginning with change and transformation, and then it's going to be a major change, because the two of you are going to figure out something that is going to have you guys so much more committed to each other. King of Pentacles. Like this is the top dog in commitment right here, the King of Pentacles. Someone is going to be digging their feet in and saying, I am not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything if it's not with you. All right? In fact, as far as I'm concerned, you and I, to hell or high water, you and I are going to overcome this, and we're going to be together. Because I love you, I'm not going anywhere. This is your guy, right? Your Emperor husband. I'm not going anywhere. I'm committing to you, and you are, like, we are committed, like we are contracted together. Like, chained together. We are chained together, and having gone through what we've been going through, and having faced the possibility that the two of you may not be together, that you actually might break up and go your separate ways indefinitely, that it caused them to have a new perspective on what they had done and what they had said, what you have done, what you have said. They've had time to think about it and put it into a new, see it differently, a new perspective, gain some enlightenment on why all of this was happening in the first place. And then bada bing, they just feel this huge inspiration, and you can think of this as the phallus, right? But you can think they've had a huge hit from the divine, or they're feeling like truly inspired and motivated to reach their dream, to pursue their dream, which is to be reunited with you. They want to have take that risk and have that new beginning with you, where the two of you, like this is so big, these two deaths here, is so big that it might even result in the two of you moving somewheres. Moving, like leaving this place where you've been for a while, maybe, and it's had maybe there's a lot of problems with the property and a lot of problems with money, maybe, and the two of you just it just became a ball and chain to you. So it's about releasing yourself from any of the stressors that may bring discord between the two of you. And so you might agree, like, let's go buy a house. Maybe you're just renting right now. Why don't we buy a house? Yeah, well, if we're going to buy a house, then we should have some kids, don't you think? It's just like that example. Just an example of major change, major life change. You might be moving to a new city. You might move abroad. Somebody might get a different job that's going to be like quite a promotion type of job with a very nice salary and other benefits. And now you're living in a different country, and you're buying a house, and you're probably going to start having kids who are going to become citizens of that country. So it's big. It's big thing, okay? Big thing. The two of you need to come back, because God has a purpose for the two of you being together, Aquarius. Okay? 6 of Cups. That's reuniting with somebody that you've been with for a long, long time, or just, somebody that you've had a past with, which is your person, right? Obviously. 7 of Pentacles is looking at the mistakes that possibly that both of you have made, but also looking at the all the good things that came from the two of you coming together, you know, and seeing that, yeah, Seven of Pentacles ain't bad. It's like 10 of Pentacles is the most we can go. That's great big abundance, you know, prosperity, great big commitment, long-term commitment. Where 7 of Pentacles, it's near. It's not the 5, it's the 7. Well, the 5 we got right here, but that's only because the two of you are looking at the past and saying, you know, we've made some mistakes, we're coming together and we're talking about it now, but we also have a lot of good things, good memories, good things that we have built together as a result of us being together. Okay, so it could be kids, it could be already an investment, it could be, you know, I don't know, whatever, maybe land. Maybe you have bought a lot of land that you can build your dream home on in another country. I'm just saying. But the Knight of Swords is that the two of you are going to rush back into each other's arms, and you're going to be saying, I got to tell you the truth. You know, I got to admit this to you. I love you. There's no one else I want to be with. You know, and let's break the discord that's keeping us out of each other's lives. Let's end it now. The 5 of Pentacles. Let's end it now. I don't want to keep you shut out of my life anymore, because, you know, we've had some serious truths come out, serious talks. We're talking to each other here, and it's time now. Let's come back under the same roof and start dreaming about what this major change is going to be in your life. Okay? So, I mean, it looks really, really good. And if it's a twin flame journey, it's the same. It's pretty much the same. It's just that it's going to be something that is, it's not going to be much more powerful than the husband and the wife having discord and now coming back realizing how much they love each other. But there's going to be a lot of communication here. We have got the 7 of Pentacles as well, with the 12, which is a 3, which is communication, like the devotion. The two of you are devoted to each other, no matter whether you're twin flame counterparts or just man and wife. You are devoted, and that's the theme of this reading. It's all about being devoted to each other, devoted to that love, devoted to the major life change and transformation. Okay, so I hope that this was helpful to you. It's beautiful, and please like and subscribe if it resonated, and take care of yourself. We'll talk to you again. Bye for now, Pisces.